Students, we had finished discussing the chapter yesterday, that was Bipin Chaudhary's lapse of memory. Okay. And in the end here, what did it turn out to be? What had happened to Bipin Chaudhary's memory? Did he actually lose it? Did he lose his memory? No, it was not memory loss, but it was a prank which had been played on him by his old friend, right? His childhood friend, that was Chuni Lal. How did he come to know that Chuni Lal had played a prank on him? How did he come to know? Because he had received a letter from him, right? Yes, so can we look at that letter? Yes, at the end here it was mentioned, or it was written over there. Yeah, here it is. Here is the letter. All of you take a good look at this letter. Now, this letter, it was written to Bipin from Chuni Lal. Yes. And what about the content of the letter? What about the content of the letter? Is it very formal, or is it a very friendly manner? So it is like a friend would write. Yes, it is right. Yeah. Wait. So my little ones are still joining. Let them enter the class. Right? Yeah, please don't get confused. There is a little change here. 2 days we have a different time. Okay. Now this letter is from one friend to another friend. The tone of the letter is very informal, right? It is just like as if you are talking to a friend, okay? Right? And of course here, it is not very friendly, even though it is written, and it's complaining. Chuni Lal has complained to Bipin that how you did not help me out when I required it. And now he's saying that I am now going to get my book published, and so my life will be good again. I will have money. And and he says, now you're going to get your memory back also, because what I had played on you was a prank. Okay. Now, what do we call such letters which are written to our friends, relatives, to our acquaintances, people that we know? What do we call such letters? We call such letters informal letters, right? And what about the way of writing the letter? It is not very formal, right? So it's just come directly to the point and is not there. Yes, absolutely correct. So these are informal letters. All of you giving me the correct answers. Okay. Now look at the format of the letter. Don't look at it too carefully, because the format that we are going to do is a little different, right? So we have the name of the receiver. We have the name of the sender. Yes, we don't see so many addresses over there, both the sender and the is there a subject written to it? No, there is not a subject. So that formality here. Why do we write subject? So that the person who is receiving the letter will know what this letter is about. But when you're writing a letter to your friend, there is no particular subject that you would want to talk about. Maybe there are so many things that you would like to discuss. Or sometimes you just write a letter just to ask about the health or the well-being of your friend. So we do not have a subject over there. Okay, right. Now, can you all just look at the blackboard over here? And yes, here. Yes, so this is an informal letter. Informal letter, who wrote? Bipin, Chuni Lal wrote to Bipin. What did he write in that letter? It was a letter of what you can say, showing his anger, showing his unhappiness, that you're my friend and see how you treated me. Okay, right? So an informal letter, what does it have? Is there any formality over there? No, there is not. It has a lot of emotions, right? That letter, it could be a happy letter of happiness. It could be letter of what? Regret, anger, sad, right? So many, you can say what emotions are there in the letter. Now, if I have to write an informal letter, what all can the topics be? What topics can I write about when I write to my friends, relatives, cousins, my acquaintances, people who I know, when I have to write a letter to them? Yes, it could be a letter of congratulations. What is a letter of congratulations? When do we write a letter of congratulations? Yes, when someone has succeeded, when someone has, like your friend has, your cousin has cleared his engineering exams. I'm telling you where to write all these letters, okay? Right? I'm telling you what to do there. Yeah, you're going to write this letter in your fair notebook also. We'll discuss it. Right? So a letter of congratulations when you've passed your exam, you want to, your friend has passed his exam and has got a job, and you are very happy at that person. So we always feel happy for our friends' success, don't we? Yes or no? We do, right? Then it could be an invitation. Then write a letter to your friend inviting them, yes, to a birthday party, to a function, to a housewarming. So that could be about a letter here. It could be about that also, right? Then it could be, yeah, you went on your holidays, or maybe right now after a long time when the things became normal and you decided to go on a trip with your family. So you want to describe that. You want to talk to someone. You want to tell about it, right? And yes, so you want to tell about this event, or you want to talk about this trip to your friend, right? So you visited Manali, right? Okay, yeah, we saw the rush over there, the crowd of the people rushing to the hill station, or an important event you participated in a competition, you won a prize, say for poster making, or for, you recycling, or storytelling, any competition, any event you participated in, you want to discuss it with your friend. Okay, yes, so you can tell about your feelings, that I was so nervous to participate in this event, and right, I made a lot of preparations, and I practiced, speaking a lot. If it was a speech, right? So you took help from your mother, your teacher helped you, your friend helped you, and you can discuss your emotions in the moment. When my name was called to speak, I was feeling so nervous. Yes, but for a few seconds, I was wondering I might forget. But then I spoke, and they'll be very happy to know that I won the first prize, and everybody praised my performance, right? So these things you can discuss about it here. Okay, right. Can you hear me now? So this mic, it keeps on falling off. Today it is doing a lot of problems. Yeah, okay. So I think so. Do you want me to repeat what I have discussed earlier, or it was clear to you before? So letter of congratulations and success, invitation for a birthday party, for you can say a housewarming, a retirement, anniversary celebration, anything it could be. Describing an event or a trip you went, right, for the holidays, you visited a hill station, you visited a temple, you went to meet your cousins there, and it was a marriage function, anything, right? Event, you participated in any activity, any competition, you won a prize. So you want to discuss that. An encouraging, motivating letter. Say, as an elder brother, as an elder cousin, you have to write, yes, to motivate someone, right? So maybe your friend is not feeling so motivated, and is not very motivated towards studies, or he was a good sports person but met with an injury and now feels that I can't do so well again. So you want to motivate your friend that come on, this is life, obstacles will come, problems will come, and you have to come out of them, right? So all these here, these topics and many more topics are there. So these are the kinds of topics that you can discuss in your informal letter. What kind of letter writing are we discussing today? We are discussing informal letter. And whom do we write informal letters to? We write informal letters to our friends, relatives, our acquaintances, right? Okay, what is the tone of the language that we write? It is a little casual, that is, it is informal. Okay, right? And yes, what are the things that you want to discuss? It can be anything here, things that have made you happy, things that have made you sad, right? You are, like some important news, information, just like when you come to school and the first person you look out for is your friend, and you want to tell her or him what you did during the holidays, what you did during the day, right? Something nice, something bad, whatever here you want to discuss. And yes, with a lot of emotions. Yeah, you will use the right words to show the right emotion. If it is a sad letter, right? So say your friend fell down and fractured his leg. It's going to be very sad that, see, I can't run around, I can't play around, and you have to motivate it, right? So you will say that, yes, so you can use this time. It is going to take time to heal. And if you can't, like go around so much, you can use this time for reading. You can improve your vocabulary. If you're good at painting and drawing, you can do that only while, like, yes. So naturally, rest is very important. So if you don't rest now, you might have problems later on. So accordingly, we will also convey the required emotions. Okay, right? And yes, we will not spend our time on online thing. We'll try to motivate that person. Don't try to give negative or wrong ideas to your friend. Okay, right? Yes. And like letter writing, it is, I would say, you have this long letter to read from your friend. It immediately lifts your spirit. You feel so much better receiving a letter. And this art of letter writing, it is very, very less nowadays. We hardly write letters nowadays because we are busy with our texts only. We have our WhatsApp, we have our text, we do our video calling. But one thing is there, that when we write letters, our words, they convey a lot of emotions, they convey a lot of feeling, which generally might be lost with your emojis and with your text that we do, right? And sometimes, yes, you get a text a couple of hours ago and you're not able to reply to it on time, right? So sometimes you need to get that immediate response. Fine, but letter writing is definitely, it has a lot of more emotion. It has a lot of more feeling than the text that we write. You might add your emoticons or whatever you do here, you're smiling and crying and everything, but it cannot replace the beauty of letter writing. Now, the next part, or the most important part, is about the format of the letter. All of you, please note this down. Please note down the format. We have the address of the sender. Who is the sender? The person writing, and that person is you. Yes or no? Yeah. So you will be writing your address, and you will be writing the date of the writing of the letter. Then comes your salutation. Then comes the salutation, how you address your friend or whom you are going to write the letter to. Yes, how you are going to address your friend. So, dear friend, my dear cousin, right? My dearest, like when you write to the younger ones. Okay. So accordingly, our salutation will change. Then we talk about writing the letter. Please here, you have to leave a line right over there, right here, leave a line right here, and everything towards the left side of your page. Everything here towards the left side of your page. Okay, nothing towards there. Do not do the mixed format kind of thing, something here and something there. Everything on one side, right? Then, yeah, you can make different paragraphs. You can do your different paragraphs. First of all is, yeah, you talk about your introduction. You can talk about the purpose of writing the letter. Second is the content. As I said, any kind of content it could be, right? Then we give the conclusion, right? I hope you are going to realize that you are a very strong person and you have the determination and courage to overcome any difficulties. And I know that one day you are going to run again and you are going to make me proud with your achievements. So wind up on that kind of a note, what you want to convey. Happiness. Even if your letter is something very sad that you are writing about, try to end it up on a positive note. Okay, try to encourage your friend, your cousin, remember you are writing the letter to. Okay, so yes, so you can write on yours lovingly, your friend, your cousin. This is your complimentary close. Clear? Is this clear? Yes. Please note down the format. Note down the format, please. And you will be writing informal letters in this way. Now let's come back to the text here. So who had written a letter? Chunilal had written a letter to Bipin Chaudhary. Yes, he was complaining. You didn't help me when I was in. Yeah, you can write. And you know, one thing here, when we start with this, please do not continue with the centuries old line. I hope this letter finds you in the pink of health and all that thing. We are not writing that. Okay? Right? I hope this letter finds you hale and hearty. You can write that. Right? Okay? Yes. So please, we have to really update ourselves also about the way we write. Don't keep on writing the same lines which were written so many years ago. Okay, right? So you can do that, your introduction, your content part, your conclusion here. And of course, your writing has to convey the required emotions. You know how to write a diary entry. So when we write a diary entry also, so you have that kind of emotions. Oh my God, it was such an exciting day, right? So we use appropriate words, we use appropriate emotions. Yes, right? So I know you can do this. I know you're going to do very well. What a beautiful sight it was. It is going to be imprinted on my mind forever. Right? I am so glad I participated in this competition. You can, but not too much. Not too much, just enough to convey the mood of the letter, just enough to convey the tone of the letter. Because, yeah, and you know, we should write such a letter that we want to receive ourselves also. Right? Don't go too negative. Don't go too over the board, you know, like with all this here. Okay. Now here, let us look at the text. Yes, and let's see what reply we have to give. Okay, this is the letter which Chunilal wrote. And now what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to do this writing skill here. Okay. Now, here, this is speaking and writing, but you will be writing down the answers. What do you think happened after Bipin Babu came to know the truth? He was sad, he was angry, or he was relieved? He would have been very, very relieved that now I'm a normal, healthy person. I don't have any illness. I don't have any problem. He would have been angry, but not for a long time. Yes. And then later on, he must have realized his mistake, that I could not help my friend in need. In fact, he was not going to even talk to him. He was going to send his friend away, but he only called him inside when he wanted that confirmation from him. Right? That did I go to Ranchi? That is when he called his friend inside. Right? So you can write all this here. Now imagine you are Bipin Chaudhary. You have received Chunilal's letter and feel ashamed that you did not bother to help an old friend down on his luck. Down on his luck means during his bad times. Now you want to do something for him. Write a letter to Chunilal promising to help him soon. So we're going to write a letter. Now, yes, what are we going to write in this letter? First of all, yeah, before this introduction here, when you talk about that, yes, he is immediately, do you think Bipin is going to be angry, or is he going to feel sorry? Is he going to feel angry, or is he going to feel sorry? He's going to feel sorry. Yeah, that he kept on ignoring his friend. His friend was going through bad times. He did not, like help him when he needed him. And yes, it could be that he was a little bit angry at his friend. You really scared me, right? And I thought that I'd be losing my memory and I might become insane. So both the things you will mention. Okay, right? Fine. Then how do you think he is going to help his friend now? How is he going to make amends for ignoring his friend? How is he going to help him now? Yeah, he is going to feel sorry about his behavior, and that definitely I will be there for you. And I'm very happy that your book is going to be published, and and I will look for a regular job for you, and so help him out in his time of need. Right? So it is, yes, definitely you will write that he would be right sorry for his behavior. He will regret his behavior, that I ignored you, I did not help you when it was required. And yes, yeah, of course I am, my dear friend. I'm very annoyed also that you played such a prank on me. I had started thinking that I'm becoming insane, and I could not remember an important part of my life. And for the past few days, I have not been able to concentrate on my work, right? And now you have made me realize that how important, yes, having a good memory is, and how important it is to have good friends in life. You have taught me a lesson that I will not forget. I will promise you that I will definitely help you and find a job for you. And congratulations on getting, yes, the news of the book being published. And I wish you more success. Right? And once again, yes, once again, I'm very, very sorry for my very bad behavior, that I ignored you when you required me. So your friend, Chunni Lal. Sorry, Vipin. I'm doing it the other way around. Okay, so this time who's going to be writing it? Vipin is going to write it to Chunni Lal. Fine? Yes. So will you be able to write this letter? So now what is a prank? Prank is a childish trick. But this trick was quite serious also. It was dangerous. Now, do you remember any incident when someone played a prank on you or your friends? Describe the prank in a paragraph. So any funny incident you can talk about, how you scared someone, or you try to, ignore that person. So any kind of childish prank here, something that brought a smile, something that made you laugh. So there was an old woman who lived under a hill, and if she's not gone, she lives still. Very clear, logical. She will be there only if she's not gone somewhere. If she's not gone, if she's gone somewhere, she won't be there, right? So with this, we come to the end of this chapter, right? So next week we start off with the next chapter.